New guidance from the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services suggests that some green card applicants may now be required to leave the United States and complete their immigration process from their home countries. Because Indians are in the large amount, today I'm going to talk about Indians. According to this announcement, the agency is changing how it views its transition from temporary visa to the permanent residency. Now, the approach focuses on keeping the process becoming a green card holder largely outside the United States, except the limited cases. Now, the USCIS Director Joseph Edlow said that the policy is aimed at reinforcing the distinction between temporary stay and permanent immigration. He explained that people who enter the US on non-immigrant visas and later apply for permanent residencies should generally complete the process through official immigrant visa channels abroad. And with that being said, the change mainly affect individuals on just the temporary visas such as tourist visas, student visas, exchange visas, and the work visa including H-1B, F-1, J-1, B-1, B-2, and others. So these visas are designed for people who enter the US for a specific purpose such as study, tourism, or employment without permanent settlement intent in any time of the entry. However, later they can apply for green cards while living in the country. While the new guidelines of those applicants may now ask them to return to their home countries, undergo the required screening, and then apply for the immigrant visa through the US embassies and consulate before re-entering the US as a permanent resident. Now, officials say that this change is meant to restore what they describe as the original intent of the immigration law, ensuring a clear separation between the temporary entry and permanent immigration. However, the policy could now have a significant impact on the countries like India, where the green card backlogs are already extreme. Well, many applicants currently live in the US for years and waiting for their priority dates to become current. Well, now the guidance. It also states that now staying in the US during the green card process may now only be allowed in extraordinary circumstances and even in the cases that would be closely reviewed by the immigration officers. With that, analysts say that this could create uncertainty for the international workers and the students who plan long-term careers in the countries and the United States. And this may also affect heavily on the skilled workers, the foreign ones. As the policy develops further, the key question remains on how it will be implemented in the practice, where exceptions will be widely granted for the tight control. And in the end, I would like to wrap up that this move signals a stricter direction in the US immigration policy, where the path from the temporary visas to permanent residency may become more complex and more dependent on the processing outside the United States. This was TimesXP Immigration Desk. Keep watching